Hello and welcome back. I am Lord Revonworc. This is Civilization Beyond Earth. And if you watched the previous episode, you will probably recall that we just had war declared on us by what we thought was our ally. Now, I've had a long time to think about it. I swear the reason I cut off my recording sessions at the start of wars is not to leave a cliffhanger. I mean, that is a happy bonus, but it's because I always like to think about my moves well in advance. And, well, I mean, obviously, it's not particularly interesting to just watch me think about things. So yeah, I took a week. I thought about how we should be fighting our current predicament. The enemy have a lot of soldiers here. Most of them are highly upgraded. They've even got some special purity units. Ours are not as uploaded because we haven't been getting very much affinity. That's going to change. That's going to have to change if we want to survive. Also, because we were foolish enough to offer them open borders, they've managed to get troops on the other side of Magan. Now, what this means for us, aside from them killing my pet siege worm, which I am still very upset about, although I suppose not as upset as I am about them invading. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The issue this poses is that we cannot easily move troops from Aeon to reinforce. As you see, Zone of Control cuts us off. And besides which, if we were to move troops away from Aeon, it would be left basically undefended. And as it's got about a third the combat strength of Magan, we cannot afford to do that. Thabo is safe, which is good. But here's the thing. I'm going to want to move this Explorer out of Magan because he serves no purpose there. With 3 combat strength, there's not really much he can do, and it's important because we want to move this gunner into Magan. If any of the enemies get close enough, we'll be able to bombard them with the city and the gunner. We can't do it with the aircraft, unfortunately, because they also happen to have aircrafts around here. How do I know this? You can't see them from the cities. Well, when I do something like this, it tells us there will be interception or anti-air boost. There will be interception by other fighters, or it could be an anti-air boost. Do they have anti-air units around here? I forget what anti-air is like in it. Whatever. So, what I want to do is... let's wake the unit. Okay, so you I'm going to have fortify for this turn. Seriously, tac jet? Okay. I want you to go on air intercept around Magan. Okay. Now, our top priority will be to protect Magan. These Marines aren't going to be able to do very much on their own against this wave, other than slow them down. The more time that we buy for Magan, the more time we will have to reinforce it. Now, we're 2 turns away from this wonder, the Markov Eclipse, I believe it's called. And this is very good because it boosts military strength when they are damaged. It's basically like the Bushido unique ability in Civ 5 for the Japanese, so in 2 turns we'll have that, and I definitely like that. Once it's done, we need to start mass-producing soldiers as fast as we fucking can. So, naturally, that'll be focused mostly on Marine production. Now, here in Thabo, we're not close enough to the action to actually have a great need for anyone to be here. Let's hope that that doesn't change And here, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to devote resources away from the production of this network in favor of military units. So, because it's slow, we're going to start with cheap units, and we should go on production focus to get them pumped out faster. So in 10 turns, we will get a gunner from here. Frankly, we should do the same with Aeon. We should add a gunner to queue. Hold it. What happened to the thing that you were building before? Launch complex. Yeah, build a gunner, and you should also be on production focus to get the units done as quickly as possible. Naturally, we've got a marine producing in Magan. Let's also go for some artillery. And in fact, I'm going to cancel the marine. In a few more turns, we'll have 400 gold, and we'll be able to purchase a marine or a gunner. So instead, we should have... What would be a good thing to build out of here? How about armor? And we'll boost that ahead of the artillery. You... I think I'll have stay right where you are. So, let's alert this turn. And, gunboat, we're going to send you directly home as fast as possible. Now, another thing that we really should try to do is see if we can get anyone to join the war with us. Especially if we could get Brasilia to help us. So, what will it cost me to get you to declare war on Hutama? Okay. He doesn't think the deal will work, but sometimes that could mean... Nope. What if we do it in the Discuss tab? Okay, so I can't get him to join. What about the Russians? Would you be willing to help me out? Shall we declare war against Hutama? Okay. Can we, pay you to declare war on Hutama? Okay, that also doesn't work. And what about you, India? Would you be willing to help out?
Namaste. What would you have?
What about for a deal?
Speak from your soul.
Although I'm starting to get the impression that I'm not going to be able to get this to work. What do you want for this? Don't see a way for this to work. It's unacceptable. Okay. Well, it would appear that we are on our own. Which is not good, given that we've got significantly fewer and significantly weaker military units. Not to mention, I just realized our trade is basically in the line of fire. We're going to lose a lot of money. As such, if we send you anywhere, it should be somewhere safe. And away from the fighting. So I guess basically to India for 1 energy a turn. We're probably going to end up running a deficit after he starts raising our trade. Luckily, we do have a lot of energy. Hopefully, we can get to 400 before that starts happening to buy ourselves a new unit. Okay. So, we've done all the preparations we can. Yes, thank you. Intruder alert. Okay. That's not ideal. Yep. Good thing we had our planes intercepting. Okay. Shit. That was pretty horrible. Although, it looks like they've started to, pull their units forward. Okay, so, Magan is pretty heavy hitting from the looks of it. Probably more so than any of our units, just because they haven't been upgrading very much. Yeah. So, just a minute. I want to select this. Okay, the game appears to be glitching out on me a bit. Let me see if I can make it knock some sense back into it. So whatever. We can... can't quite kill him immediately. We'll have to use our gunner to help out. Now, how much damage can you do to him? I think that plus the city should be enough to kill. So why don't you do that and that? Oh, what the fuck? That is not good. God fucking damn it, what is going on?